Hey crypto friends, my name is Garrett and I am a crypto day trader whose overall goal here with my channel is to simply help other traders in the most simplistic ways as possible. So in today's educational video, I'm going to be talking about why trading with indicators is probably confusing the hell out of you most times and why you should be trading with price action instead. And for those of you who love trading crypto and would like to try out the same exchange that I use on a daily basis, feel free to go ahead and try out the Blowfin exchange here with the link in the video description down below this video. I personally love this exchange because they allow anybody from anywhere to be able to sign up and trade crypto futures. So if you're from the United States like I am and you want to trade crypto futures, you can do it right here on the Blowfin exchange. All right, guys. So in the world of trading, there's literally no shortage of tools, indicators, and flashy setups that honestly promise the perfect entry. All right. RSI, MACD, Bollinger Bands, EMAs, Fibonacci levels, you name it. All right. But here's the harsh truth that most new traders do not hear early enough in their journey. If you do not understand price action or how price action works, no indicator will ever help you. Okay? Indicators are literally derived from the price itself and they lag a lot. They lag a lot and they exist to confirm what the raw price is already telling you. So, if you're trying to build a trading strategy based solely on indicators, it's basically like trying to navigate a city or trying to get around a city using a map without understanding the roads themselves, all right? Instead, what you want to do is start with the chart completely naked, all right? Learn how price itself moves, train your eyeballs, and understand the story behind the candlesticks themselves because each candle literally tells a story, okay? So, what exactly even is price action? Here's the thing. Price action is quite literally the analysis of how price moves without relying on external indicators. It basically focuses on stuff like candlestick patterns, support and resistance, market structure, breakouts and rejections, liquidity zones, and volume gaps as well. It's all about reading the behavior of the market, such as buyers versus sellers, and reacting to what's actually happening right now, not what a lagging indicator tells you that already happened in the past. All right. So I'm going to be giving you here 5 different reasons why trading price action is incredibly powerful, especially when when you're just starting out as a newer trader in the learning journey. All right. So the first reason why price action is incredibly powerful is because it builds real chart intuition. All right. What I mean by this is when you focus on price itself, you start to see how the actual market behaves. You learn how candles react to key levels, how breakouts form, and how fake outs trap people as well. All right. This intuition that you end up getting from all of this becomes your edge, and it sharpens your eyes and helps you develop confidence without needing a dozen different indicators telling you what is going on in the market. All right. Now, number 2 is it simplifies your charts. All right. This is probably one of the most important ones. It literally simplifies your charts. Most new traders clutter their screens with a bunch of indicators thinking that it makes them more quote unquote technical. But in reality, it just creates noise and confusion, is all it does. Clean charts typically equal clean decisions, and price action brings clarity. So, you literally begin to see the market for what it actually is, which is a constant tug of war between buyers and sellers, all right? And you're not going to see that with a bunch of indicators on your screen, okay? Now, number 3 is it works across all markets and timeframes as well. Price action is not tied to a specific market condition or anything like that, all right? Whether you're in crypto, forex, stocks, or futures, price action is literally universal, okay? Same with time frames. The basic logic or the same logic that works on a 5-minute Bitcoin chart literally works on a weekly Ethereum chart as well, okay? So price action works just about everywhere. And number 4, price action teaches you how to react rather than predict, okay? Now, what I mean by this is indicators often make new traders overly focused on predicting moves. Price action teaches you how to respond to what the market gives you. You don't guess, you wait for confirmation, patterns, and structure to tell you when to buy or sell. Okay, so that's the overall goal here. That's one of the biggest goals here with trading with price action is you want to make your decisions based on your confirmations, the patterns that you're seeing, the structure that you're seeing, and all that good stuff with price action. All right, you do not want to be basing your decisions off of what what lagging indicators are telling you, basically. Now, lastly, price action forces you to become disciplined, which is another very, very important thing here. When you don't rely on indicators to make your decisions, you start to become more methodical, all right? In addition, you stop entering trades impulsively because some random oscillator flashed green or something like that. Instead, you wait, you watch, and you enter with a purpose. And that patience that you get builds your overall discipline, and that's a extremely large trait in trading that outperforms every single indicator out there. All right, so how do you actually start trading with price action? All right, this is one of the biggest key things here. Okay, now the first thing you want to do is you want to strip your chart completely clean. No indicators, just candles and a volume bar, if anything. Okay, number two, you want to mark your key levels. You want to identify major support and resistance levels because price respects these levels more than any single indicator out there, okay? Now, number three, you want to understand market structure. You want to learn how trends form, you want to learn how they break, and you want to learn how reversals look as well. And number four, you want to study candlestick patterns, okay? I have a ton of videos on how candlestick patterns work. I have a ton of videos on what candlestick patterns look like. If you're curious about them, just feel free to go ahead and ask me. But you want to study candlestick patterns, and I'm talking about pin bars, engulfing candles, inside bars. These are the types of candlestick patterns that are the way that these candlestick patterns, they literally speak to you, basically, is what I'm trying to say. They literally speak to you because they all tell an insanely good story, all right? They tell you a story about what is happening in the market and what the overall momentum is looking like and what the overall momentum could be looking like, with the way that the certain candles look. And you'll start to understand what I'm talking about here when you start to dive deeper into candlestick patterns themselves. Now, number five is you want to back test religiously, okay? Study how price has reacted historically to various different support and resistance levels, patterns, and setups as well. And number six, one of the most important things is you want to track your trades. Journaling price action trades literally builds confidence faster than hopping from one indicator to the next. So overall here, guys, if you are a new crypto trader and mastering price action is quite literally one of the best investments that you can make in your overall crypto trading learning journey. It teaches you realistically, it teaches you to pretty much see the market through the eyes of an actual trader rather than a gambler. And it builds more confidence, patience, and a true understanding as well. So with that said, start studying price action. Ditch the indicators and start studying price action. Trust me, you will be in a much better spot, all right? Now, before I go ahead and wrap up this video, if you guys enjoyed this one and you feel like you got some decent value out of it, be sure to go ahead and subscribe to the channel and hit that like button below the video as well. And with that said, thank you guys for watching.